the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the football first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Syracuse's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage, but
turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Short of Indiana's Kurt Signetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord at quarterback. He really helped ignite the offense. Now all of a sudden you've got to replace that missing piece. So I think a big part of the success this year, David, for Syracuse offense, can you score points and can you have a consistent signal call?
Yeah, because you're losing that quarterback first of all and all the guys he was throwing to. So they won 10 games way ahead of schedule. Fran Brown promising now. Got to do it. Got to reload with some new cast of characters and a little more difficult schedule.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the option. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll try the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off play action. Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looking downfield, it's King. He's got him.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go and execute it on game day like that.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on fourth down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Might as well give it to him again. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's King. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like, all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's cooked.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback get going the other direction.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's King. Catch in the middle, it's Rutherford. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Rivers. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you, get the first down. You don't. Now, decision time, 4th and short.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Cook. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Gill. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Gill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Now they'll run it to the right here. Past the first down marker and still running. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease.
Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Willis. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's King. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm, and they're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed. But that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Well, jet sweep pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Cook. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Willis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. The sure hands, it's Ross. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. In the red area, it's Willis. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. A little screen to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Haynes. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. To the air, it's King. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's Willis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked them down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back. And as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They kick it away on 4th down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. He'll pull it on the read. Jukes his way for more. Got enough for the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
To the air, it's King. Snagged out of the air.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Looking for a crease. It's Willis. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the third play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking downfield, it's King. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Finds his man. It's Rutherford. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rutherford.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The short hands, it's Rutherford. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's King. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. Finds a man by himself. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's King. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. They go to the ground. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll give it to him again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The carry going off right tackle here. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rutherford. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Willis. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that. Good coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success, you've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Willis. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Syracuse 31, Georgia Tech 20.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Syracuse 31, Georgia Tech 20.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's King. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rivers. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Handoff to the lone back. Spins away from the defense. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
He'll do it himself. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Caught in the backfield. It's Rivers. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Number 33 set to kick this one away.
Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Willis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Tight end getting vertical. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's Willis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Trying play action. Stands in and takes the hit. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Got it in the middle, it's Rutherford. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's King. Pressure coming. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the football.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down coming up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
3rd down coming up.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Back to throw, it's King. Wide open downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll get rid of it. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
10-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking for a man, it's King. Takes a hit as he fires. Big guy smells it. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Yeah, and that's a big stop by this defense because now you've got this offense in a predictable situation. It's 4th and goal. We got to get the touchdown, but now we got to put the ball in the air.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. under fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Willis. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Willis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
All right, 4th quarter now. You're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
4th quarter, we're getting later in the game. You give up a big play, you don't get down to yourself. Nice job by this defense, staying positive. Then you get after the quarterback and get the big sack.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Ross Simmons. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cuse. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I mean, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure I understand if I don't get the 1st down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop this clock. This offense, they got to hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage, and start running some plays.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's King. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Finds his big tight end. And that is how we will wrap this one up. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.